Hi everyone, this is Archit Kumar. You are going to learn about bakelite. So bakelite, the phenol formaldehyde resin is also termed as bakelite. It was made by Leo Baekeland in 1907. Monomers of bakelite are phenol and formaldehyde. Structure of phenol is like this. It is also written as like this, either this one or this one. Structure of formaldehyde is HCHO or CH2O. Structure of bakelite it seems to be like this. So it is the entire structure of bakelite polymer. Okay, phenol formaldehyde resin, which it is also termed as bakelite, and it is a cross-linked polymer. It is a cross-linked polymer. That means in between two polymer chains there is a linking is there, cross-linking between the two different polymer chains. Next, preparation. So I am going to explain the preparation of bakelite. By the condensation reaction of phenol with formaldehyde in the presence of either base or acid catalyst, the phenol formaldehyde is prepared. The preparation of bakelite proceeds in 3 steps during the polymerization process. The hexamethylene tetraamine is added in the alkaline condition to the phenol and formaldehyde to increase the strength. Step 1 of the preparation of phenol formaldehyde resin or bakelite. The first step for the preparation of bakelite is formaldehyde reacts with phenol, it forms hydroxyphenol. It is the first step and it is very important step. Second one, n number of hydroxyphenols undergo polymerization reaction, condensation polymerization. It forms novolac. It is a linear polymer. So the formation of novolac is the second step. Step 3, novolac reacts with the formaldehyde by the loss of water molecule, forms bakelite. So the step 1 detailed reaction mechanism is like this. Formaldehyde reacts with phenol in the presence of base, gives hydroxyphenol. See here the phenol, the phenolic hydrogen which is readily loses to the base, and base gains hydrogen ion H plus and it forms phenoxide ion. We know phenoxide is very stable ion. It undergoes resonance structures. Here in the phenoxide ion, the lone pair is shifted to oxygen carbon single bond. That means it forms a pi bond here. Here it is forms a pi bond, and the pi bond in the benzene ring is shifted to carbon. So here it forms a negative charge. So here due to the formation of a pi bond, so it forms a keto group C double bond O at here, and benzene loses its pi bond, one of the pi bond, and instead of pi bond it has a negative charge here. And next, the formaldehyde, the carbonyl carbon is electrophilic in nature. The pi bond is shifted to oxygen, oxygen gets negative charge and carbon gets positive charge. Here the positively charged electrophilic carbon is attacked by the negative charge on this structure. So here due to the attack it forms bond with the carbon. So already this carbon having one hydrogen, the hydrogen undergo a proton transfer, the H plus is transferred to O minus here. So here O minus gains H plus and forms OH like this, and then the negative charge is formed at this carbon. At this carbon negative charge is formed like this. This negative charge is again rearranged, it forms pi bond, and the C double bond O pi bond is shifted to oxygen, it forms phenoxide ion here, and the phenoxide ion which interacts with the base which is already gained hydrogen, the hydrogen is shifted to again phenoxide ion, and phenoxide ion becomes phenolic group here, and finally it forms hydroxy methyl phenol. Finally it forms hydroxy methyl phenol. Step 2, n number of hydroxy phenols are undergo polymerization, forms Novolac, a linear polymer. Here the hydroxy methyl phenol is reacts with another hydroxy methyl phenol. Here the methyl hydroxy methyl group, the OH in the hydroxy methyl group and the hydrogen in the another hydroxy methyl phenol combine to give H2O. So here H2O is losted. So H2O is losted here, and due to the loss of H2O molecule, it forms a bond between the two phenyl groups. Next, here this is also termed as like this: n number of hydroxy methyl phenols undergo polymerization and forms a Novolac structure like this. So this is given in textbooks. So this structure is given in textbooks. And step 3, the Novolac reacts with formaldehyde, gives bakelite, a cross-linked polymer. See here how Novolac forms bakelite by reacting with formaldehyde. So here I am taking formaldehydes. So the formaldehyde containing oxygen and the Novolacs containing hydrogen atom at the para positions. The para positions of Novolacs are involved in the condensation reaction. During the condensation, it lost two water molecules. Like this, and by the loss of water molecule, and they forms a bond between cross-linked bond between two Novolac polymers. Okay, by this way a cross-linking is formed. So it is also termed as bakelite here, and bakelite is a cross-linked polymer. And I am going to give simple representation of preparation of bakelite. You may also write this reaction also. So it is very simple. Here n number of phenols and n number of formaldehydes undergo condensation reaction in the presence of base or acid. Acid undergo condensation reaction, and finally it forms bakelite, a cross-linked polymer. You may write also this reaction also. Okay. So this is the simple preparation method, and I have given already the complete detailed mechanism of the preparation of bakelite. Next, coming to properties of bakelite. So bakelite polymer resin is hard, rigid and strong. Second one, it is scratch resistant and water resistant polymer. Bakelite has good chemical resistance, resistant to acids, salts and many organic solvents, but it is attacked by alkalis like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, etc. It is a good anion exchanger resin. It exchanges hydroxy group with any other anion. Bakelite is an excellent electrical insulator, and it is a very good adhesive, like that is gum like material, okay, glue like material. It has very good corrosion resistance, resistance to atmospheric oxygen, O2, okay, carbon dioxide, CO2, moisture, light, UV radiation. So for this, all these things, it is not reactive, and it is resist itself to oxidize with gases like O2, CO2, etc. And it is not also undergo corrosion, okay, even in the presence of moisture, and it is also resistant to light, sunlight or UV light. Okay, now I am going to explain uses of applications, uses or applications. So in the examination, in the question, if it gives application or if it gives uses, you may write the common answer, this one, the following one. So uses or applications of bakelite. Bakelite is used for manufacturing of bearings, which are used in rolling mills, paper industry, and in paper industry. It is used as adhesives or binder for grinding wheels. Okay, it is used as constituent in paints, constituent in paints and varnish manufacturing process. Bakelite is used for making heater handles, switchboards, switches, etc. It is also used in making of molded parts like a telephone, radio cabinets, etc. So these are the uses of application. Thank you.